Hello, Dr. Few. This is Justin, and I'll be giving you the debrief for round 3 for Andrew's 1 company. And to organize the presentation, we'll go over our top 2 products first, Able and Acre, which is our traditional and low end, respectively. And then we'll go over the financial overview of the company. And then at the end, I will conclude whether we're executing our strategy. So for Able, our traditional product, the themes that we will observe is our continued losses in revenue, our sharp drop in market share, and excess inventory and poor forecasting. So you'll see from rounds 2 to 3 that we sharply dropped by 9% in round 3 in our market share, and we've sold obviously less than the units we sold last round, which really affected us, as you'll see in our variable costs. And we'll go over the numbers, like just a quick view of the overall totals. Our revenue from rounds 2 to 3 sharply dropped a little over half of what we made in round 2. Our variable costs look lower and our fixed costs look lower only because our sales volume also went way down the tubes. And in that effect, it cost us a bigger loss in profit. And a quick view of the details of our variable costs. Our direct labor was $2,903. Our direct material cost is $2,055, and it costs us about $8.23 material per unit. And then, as you can see, our total inventory carrying cost was $2,000, which is too much, and that was caused by us having an excess inventory of 1,010 units. And our current automation rate is 7.3, which will possibly help us in the next round to reduce these costs as long as we get that sales volume up. And I like to compare the market share compared to our top competitor, Baker, which is Baldwin's traditional product. And as you can see, we were about neck and neck in round 2, with us actually being in the lead with 13% of the total market share, and they had 11. And our units sold was higher, and our unit price was lower, in that case we were successfully executing our strategy of a lower price. And as you can see in this round, we dropped all the way to 4%, and they actually went up this round by 1%, which definitely helped them out. And I think one of our biggest reasons why Able was very unsuccessful and why our market share dropped so drastically, as you can see in our customer perception map, we're in the top left corner instead of being toward the center. And as you can see, Baker is right here, much closer to the criteria that customers are looking for the traditional segment. And the conclusion for Able would be our positives is better positioning could easily turn our revenue positive if we get the volume up and we don't have so much excess inventory, which will decrease our inventory carrying costs. And automation will also help us in the next round to keep the other variable costs low for the next round. And our negatives is that we're fighting an uphill battle in market share since we're starting at the bottom with 4%. And we probably will have low expectations for our sales broadcast, so we might still end up having excess inventory for the next round. And next we'll go over our low-end product, Acre, and its overview and how it's doing. And I'll explain why it is our most successful product and how we can possibly get ahead of the competition and get at the very top instead of being about third place. And also we'll see that excess inventory is also an issue in over broadcasting. And the status of this product, like I said, is that it's at the top. It's near the top of the low end market. And as you can see, compared to round 2, we didn't have quite as much revenue, but it didn't drop far too much. And our variable costs were lower due to our automation and plant utilization. And our fixed costs were a little higher due to overtime with our employees, and we had a lot of excess inventory there too. And we'll see in the detailed fixed cost summary. And our profit was higher in round 3 compared to round 2, so that's promising, and hopefully round 4 will even have a higher profit. And I'll go over the details of the variable cost for Acre. We have a direct labor cost of $12,358. And we have a direct material cost of $11,296. And as we can see, the problem is once again with our lower profit is because of our inventory carrying cost, which we still had 889 units costing us about $1,200. And you can see that this product is the biggest contributor to our profit with a contribution margin of 43%. And we also will have a high automation rating for the next round, which will definitely help us with profit as long as we don't have this slowing us down. And our fixed cost for Acre, depreciation's $4,224, and our investments into the promotion and sales for Acre is our R&D is about $1,000, promotion $1,700, sales budget's $2,000, and our administrative costs were $1,379 because our plant utilization was really high. It was at like 198%, which is too high. So that probably cost us our extra in the administration costs. And for our sales budget, we keep it high because we want to stay ahead of our competition when it comes to accessibility. And our promotion budget could probably go a little lower since we are already at 100%, as you'll see in this slide. Our awareness is at 100%, and our accessibility is at 65, which is getting closer to where we want it, get it closer to 100%. So then our product can get out to the customers as long as they want it. And you can see in this round with our one of our top competitors, we're neck and neck when it comes to market share and units sold. And the reason why that they are a little higher than us is because they're winning the price strategy, where they have priced it at $19 and we're at $21, which is significantly higher when it comes to the low end section. So we definitely need to bring that price down, and I think we will definitely be able to for the next round. And the positives for Acre is better broadcasting will improve our ability to reduce overproduction, and this product also provided us with a lot of revenue. And the negatives is that our profit did take a huge hit from the inventory carrying costs. And our overview for the entire company, we are $16 million in debt due to we needed to take an emergency loan because of us lacking cash on hand and from last round. And it's still killing us, and it carried over to this round with the high interest rate. And our revenue was only $99,026 because of us needing to because of our low sales volume across the markets except for the low end. And then our bond rating dropped down to a triple D, where it was a triple C in the last round. And you can see our stock price plummeted all the way down to almost no value compared to everyone else. And to go over our strategy and execution, our strategy overall was a concentration on our two products and two top segments, which is traditional and low end. And how we're going to try to win it is the low cost, low price strategy. And to go over execution, I do not believe that we are doing it well, because we are only the third lowest price in low end. Our inventory carrying cost is driving our total costs up, and we lost a lot of market share in one of our major markets, which was traditional. And to conclude, I would say our company is currently unhealthy due to we are $16 million in debt. And our expectations for round 4 is to regain lost market share into the traditional segment and to avoid overproducing and overbroadcasting, and to win the price war in the low end segment. As long as we do that, I believe that we'll get closer to hitting green again, or being back in the black in accounting terms, and we'll likely not be profitable in round 4, but in round 5 I have high hopes that we can turn this around if we execute our strategy well.